Hi, it's Dr. Robinson, and I'm with Simon today. Gotta say hi.
Oh, hi there.
Okay, so today we are going to go over proper, it's MLA and APA format. This is not for citations. We're just doing the basic setup and format. And then we're just going to kind of play around to show how you do highlights. Of course, if you get a paper, how to do comments in it and whatnot. But we need to set this paper up properly. So as soon as you open Word, which he's already done, I want you to do insert F because you need to listen for Times New Roman 12.
12 point, black on white, Times New Roman, normal style, line spacing, single paragraph formatting, aligned left, outline level, body text.
So that is excellent. But we're just going to say, okay, if it's not Times New Roman 12, Simon, do you remember the command to go to our font box?
It's Control D.
Excellent. So let's just show the audience Control D so they can hear it.
Dialog, font page, font, edit combo, Times New Roman, to set the value, use the arrow keys or type the value, Alt F.
Beautiful. So if you had to change that because you may be a Calibri 11 multi-spacing person, which is the default of every Microsoft Office. So the default always has to be set up. So then you would type in Times New Roman, you would tab twice and type in 12 for size. You'd set the default with Alt D for default, Alt A for all documents based on the normal template and hit enter. But he is already good to go. So you may escape, Simon.
Escape, edit.
Okay, I'm gonna just have you, so we're gonna do a paper. So of course, when that's all set up correctly, let's say you are a multi-spacing person. Simon's paper is set up correctly, but let's say yours is not. Go ahead and do Alt-O-P for your paragraph spacing, Simon.
Although, continue typing the menu key sequence from an earlier verb, leaving menu bar. Paragraph dialog, indents and spacing page, general alignment, combo box left. To change the selection, use the arrow keys, Alt G.
Okay. So for the audience, every number in here needs to be 0, and the number that is off is after spacing. So you would do Alt F. Everybody else is going to hear 8 point, but Simon will hear 0 because he's already changed this. Go ahead and just do Alt F, Simon, so you can
Alt
hear
F, after edit spin box, 0 PT, to set the value, use the arrow keys or type the value, Alt F.
So that's the one you need to change to 0, and then tab once, and you're going to hear line spacing.
Line spacing, combo box, single. To change the selection, use the arrow keys, Alt N.
Once again, make sure that's single. You need to also set the default, which would be Alt D for default, Alt A for all documents based on the normal template, but his is correct. Now, if he wanted to do double spacing this way, he could, but this is not the way you're going to do it once your defaults are set up. So Simon,
Yeah, see, I do Control 2 for double spacing.
Exactly. Hit escape and get out. We want to use the fast commands and escape one more time.
Escape.
Nice.
Edit.
So the next thing you want to do, after you double check to make sure it says Times New Roman 12, you immediately apply double spacing with Control 2.
Control 2.
Excellent. It should have said double spacing. Insert F and let's listen.
Sure, yeah.
12 point, black on white, Times New Roman, normal style, line spacing, double paragraph formatting, aligned left,
Beautiful.
outline level, body text.
So we already know Jaws lies all the time. He may say something, but typically what Jaws does say is he says double space applied. But we know he doesn't always speak. That's the reason why we have ways to force him to tell us what he really did. The next thing you're going to do is you need to go into your header. The header is the white space on top. And
Right.
once you go up to the header, if you needed to go to the footer, you could down arrow also, but we don't need to do that.
So I noticed something I wanted to point out, that when I'm in a document, a regular document, just open it up, JAWS will not read the header like it does all the other document info. Like it doesn't read it in the same mode.
That's right. It will not. It will not read any of the white space. It will not read your margins to the left or the right or the header or the footer. You have to purposefully go into your header or your footer in order to make him read. And also when you're in your header, he won't talk anything in your regular document. So you have to get out of your header in order to go back to your paper. Excellent. Thank you, Simon. Do you remember how to get into your header?
I know it's in the ribbon, maybe to insert.
It is. If we were to go to the ribbon, though, it would be a long way to do it. So we always use these short ways. And since I've been doing this so long, the original commands actually work faster. So I will always give you the faster way to do something. I don't think I've taught you proper formatting yet, have I?
No.
So this is excellent. So this is excellent for everybody because everybody needs to know this. So can you get it to the ribbon? Absolutely. And if you were all by yourself, one way you could do is Alt Q to tell me what I want to do. And you could type in double spacing and it immediately do it for you, but it won't tell you the command. But once again, we're going to use the fast way. And this way makes sense. So you're going to think view header, Alt V, and then the letter H.
Alt V, continue typing the menu key sequence H, leaving menu bar, header, print view, edit.
Excellent. And you immediately get up there. Just so you know, this immediately gets you to your footer. Just down arrow one time so you hear footer.
Land, footer.
Okay, so every once in a while you're going to get a professor who says, I want the page number centered in the middle of this. And so you would do a Control E for that. But
So-
we know that's not proper MLA or APA form.
Right, the way mine had to be was my last name and then have the page numbers follow with that last name in the header.
Because that's proper MLA or APA format. Yep, always. So you need to write a line with Control R. Always get your cursor to the right.
Line right.
Perfect. Type in your last name.
O-N-E-F-A-N-T.
Such a beautiful French name. You're going to hit space one time.
Space.
Okay, and the way you're going to do insert your page number, once again, we're going to use one of the original ways to do page number, because if you go to your ribbon, it's not really that accessible. It won't tell you right, left, where you're putting it or anything like that. But the old commands always do. So you're going to do Alt-IU. Thank you, Jordana.
Okay, so I want to do that
Alt-I
right now.
and then U.
Alt I, continue typing the menu keys U, leaving menu bar. Page
Beautiful.
numbers dialog, alignment, combo box, right. To change the selection, use the arrow keys, Alt A.
So insert page number, and the way you get your U is number. You just place the U in there. So I'm just thinking U, and it's like, well, I'm inserting. So once again, Alt-I. And it's automatically on right because this was set up for all that formal paper writing. Okay, how cool is that? And hit enter.
Document one word.
And it is perfectly formatted now. And that's how cool.
So put me
that is.
back in the header or put me back in the document.
You hit escape twice and get back into your document.
Escape.
Okay, there are 4 items that need to be in your heading. Okay, so always remember header. So whenever your teacher, and you need to learn with some of your teachers, they'll actually place a lot of information in your header. So you want to go up to your header. Maybe they put your name, they want your name up there and the class that you're taking. So you're going to learn which teachers are always putting information up in your header. And then of course you want to go up there and fill that out, hit escape and get down into your paper.
Yes, well, no, they just said the last name and the page number.
Well, this is for formal paper writing. What I'm talking about is just regular work.
Oh, yeah, yes,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, regular work. Okay, so in a proper page heading, you need your first and last name. Go ahead and do your first and last name.
S-I-M-O-N space B-O-N-E-N-F-A-N-T space.
You're going to hit enter and you're going to put the teacher's name. And you can just put teacher's name because you can use this as a template.
E-A-G-A-E-R-S A-N-E.
And you're going to hit enter and you're going to type in subject.
S-U-B-J-E-C-T.
You're going to hit enter, and the date is very special. You always need to have the full number, the full month, and the full year.
Right, and I can actually insert the date through Word, right?
You can. Do you remember how
I
to do
forget
that?
how to do that, but
Okay,
I know.
well, good, but you remembered, you know we can do it. Well, typically, let me tell you what we typically do, and then I'm going to tell you the little tweak that you're going to need to do for formal paper. So we typically do Alt-ND, and we just hit enter, because it's just the number /day/year. But when you do Alt-ND, you need to go down 8 times, and then you're going to actually hear the full date underneath of that. So go ahead and do Alt-ND.
Alt-N. Upper D, leaving menu bar, edit, date and time dialog, available formats, list box, 10/12/2020. To move to an item, press the arrow keys. Alt, Monday, October 12th, 2020, 2 of 17.
You could just go down 8 times. Now you're gonna have to go down 7 times now.
10/12/2020, 12 10.1, 12, 20, 8 of 17.
One more.
12 October 2020, 9 of 17.
So you'll get into that smooth motion where you just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 12 October 2020. That's always what it needs to be. Now, if you forget the Alt-ND, you're gonna have to type that whole
12 October 2020.
Right.
Okay, beautiful job. Hit enter. We
Enter.
always need white space between your heading and your title, and you do not do double spaces. You keep it single double spaced. Does that make
Okay,
sense?
so would I turn that single space on or keep it double spaced?
No. What I'm telling you is you don't hit enter twice.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
know that.
So now you're going to put your title. Do you remember what center is?
Control E.
Yes, Control E.
So I'll just type it.
ITTLE
Title,
space
and I'll just do, just do Control E.
centered.
Yep. Now I want you to left arrow into the word.
E.
Okay. Now I
Echo.
want you to hold on. I want you to sit on your caps lock and hit the letter K.
K.
Whoops. Backspace over K.
K.
You're in
Tittle.
laptop mode, correct?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So sit on your caps lock and hit the letter K.
Tittle.
Tittle.
Oh, whoops.
Tittle. Lang. TITTLE. Lang.
Hold on. So I'm going to show you something else. Left arrow back into it. You're not done yet. Now sit on your caps lock and hit K twice quickly.
Tittle. TITTLE.
Okay. So you can immediately hear where the issue is. So just backspace one time.
E.
Now
There
sit on your
Lang.
caps lock. Okay.
Lang.
You got to be in the word though. Now
Okay.
sit on your caps.
Oh, there we go. Title.
Okay. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Very powerful. Caps lock K once tells you the word. Caps lock K twice will spell it for you. Now, we need to connect your braille display. I think you did that with Jordana already once, right?
Yes, I
Okay,
did.
fabulous. Okay, braille under your fingers, it's worth $1 million. So you can grab your touch and plug that in with your USB. Your JAWS should be set up already. We might have to turn off JAWS before it will connect up, but let's see. Make sure you go into your Braille Manager and it's on USB. That shouldn't have changed either. You should be all good to go. Go ahead and plug that baby in.
Record here. Working. All right, got that in there, and I'm plugging on the other side here.
Okay.
All right, it's connected.
It's connected.
Yeah, it's connected.
Okay. Yeah. You always need to hear that.
Yep. Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Tell me, did it automatically come up on your braille display or do we need to turn off JAWS?
Well, it said charging. I got to go into the Braille terminal. You want my speech to be on for this or off?
You need to go into your braille terminal. Yep.
All right.
But
And I want to do
what I'm saying
USB.
is you may need to turn off JAWS to connect it.
I think I'm in here.
Fabulous. Okay. Do you see insert tab? Let's hear where you're at.
Lost focus.
No.
Control tab.
Oh, lost focus.
Document one word.
Yeah.
To move to an item, press the arrow keys. Edit. Title.
You see title?
Yes, I do.
Excellent. Okay. We love braille under the fingers. Okay, so I want you to hit your end key, please.
Title.
End. Nice. Hit enter.
Enter.
And how do we left align?
Control L.
Yep.
Aligned left.
Okay. When you do a paper, you need to tab one time. So tab one time.
1.50 inches.
And you may braille it out if you wish. And I want you to type out tab one time.
TAB
So that center, that indents, is that how that works?
Yes. And it indents 5 spaces. Okay.
Oh, and I actually noticed it when I type tab out one time, it indents it on my braille display, so I can
Right.
actually read it.
Yes.
That's pretty neat.
That is exactly right. It shows you formatting, hence the reason why we love that braille display.
And I see a blinking cursor here.
Yes. Okay, so now that's the basic format. And as all you have to do is start typing all your incredible words. So now, are you ready for your test?
Yes.
Control N for a new document.
Huh?
Control N for a new document. You're doing
Okay.
the exact same
Well,
thing.
then.
one more
Doing
time.
Document two words. Print view. Edit.
a test
There we
right on
go.
YouTube, everybody.
Yep. Okay,
Yep,
go ahead.
there you go.
Explain each step like you're the teacher. What do you need to do?
All right, the first thing you want to do first is you want to do an insert F to check what's going on with your.
12 point, black on white, Times New Roman, normal style, line spacing, single, paragraph formatting, aligned left, outline level, body text.
All right, now we know it's align left. We know that it's 12-point font. It's not set up to be double spaced. So in my case, I want to do Control-2, double space it. I can also do Control-D to get to my font dialog. But I am just going to do Control-2,
Control-2,
double space. Now I'm going to go to my header. I don't remember what the header was. It
Think
could be
view header.
Alt-V-H.
Yep. See how that helps?
E,
Yep,
continue
nice.
typing the menu key H, leaving menu bar, header, edit.
All right, now I type in my header.
Hold on.
Now I want to type in my last
E.
name.
Hold. Yeah.
O-N-E-N-F.
You can
A,
still
N, E.
correct it. Hold on. You
Oh.
always must go to the right. You
Oh, I
can
want
just
to
do
align right.
Control R. You can do that right here. You don't have, no, you don't have to erase. You don't have to erase it. You never have to
there we go.
erase any words. All you have to do is immediately implement the
Line right.
correct side.
Okay.
And it would have immediately
E.
moved your
Okay.
name.
O-N-E-N-F-A-N-E, space.
All right, now I got to do that Alt-I-U.
Yep.
For
Insert
page
number.
Hold
Excellent.
on. Continue typing the menu key. Page numbers dialog, alignment, combo box, right. To change the selection, use the arrow keys all day.
I
Perfect.
think that should be right
It
alignment.
is. And that's always going to remind you also, if you forget to right align your last name, let that be a cue to you. If your number's to the right, your last name needs to be the right also. And that will not correct a left aligned name. So you'll have to go to your name and then Control R to get it to the right. Okay.
Yep.
Yep. Enter. Beautiful.
Print view, edit.
Okay. Now what?
All right, now I type in my info that I need, which
Yep.
is the.
Think about it. You are in your header.
Oh, I have to do escape twice to get out of it.
Escape, escape. Land.
All right, now I can.
Title is document 2
Got
words,
my
print view.
title, document 2. All right, now I can do my information, which will be my name, teacher's name, date, the subject, and then we get to the title. So I'm going to do my name.
I-M-O-N, space, B. O-N-E-N-F-A-N-E, space, enter.
I want
go
to
down.
teach you something also. Once you start typing your name and you hit B, all you have to do is hit enter actually to insert your name. I want to show you that. So I hit backspace one time. I also want to show you another trick. Now I want you to control backspace, which is going to erase your whole name at a time. Again, beautiful.
Okay.
Start typing Simon, and as soon as you hit B, you're going to hit enter, and it will autofill your whole name.
I-M-O.
Now V.
N.
Oh.
You got to finish typing your name, space.
Space.
Now type B.
B.
You got to do
Capital. Okay.
Let's try this again. Yeah, if you make mistakes, it's not going to work.
So I do like I'm start typing my last name, you mean?
Yeah, control backspace twice again.
B. Land.
Okay, start typing in Simon.
S. I-M-O-N, space.
And yep, it won't do it for you now. I think it's because once you start doing a mistake, it doesn't know what you really want to do. So go ahead and type out your last name.
Oh, okay.
O-N-E-N-F-A-N-E, space.
Okay.
Oh,
Space.
check your brow display on that. Yeah.
N-T,
There
space.
we go.
Once
Whoops, I
again,
can't type.
editing. Oh, I love that brow display. Okay, hit enter.
Whoops, I can't type today, I guess. Oh no. There we go. All
Okay.
right. Okay, now I want to do my teacher's name.
Yep.
So this is a good template. So I'll just do
C-H-E-R,
yeah.
space,
teacher's name.
N-A-N-E, colon,
And
space,
yep.
enter.
Now I want to do subject.
U-B-J-E-T, colon, space,
Now I want to do
enter.
title.
Yep. No, not title. Not title. No. Last thing is there's always 4 things in your heading.
Oh,
Date.
I don't remember the last one. Oh yeah, date. That's
You
right.
would
That's
have
right.
if I wasn't here, you would have remembered it.
All right. Alt N D.
Alt N.
Good.
Upper ribbon, insert D, leaving menu bar, date and time dialog, available formats, list box, 10/12/20.
Now we gotta know we gotta go on 8 times. So I
Yep.
got the first one here.
Monday, October 10/202 12/20 10.12. 12 October 2020 9 of
That's what I
17.
want.
Beautiful.
Edit.
And now I'm gonna go down
Enter.
for my title. Type in
I-T-L-E,
my title,
colon,
and then I can do center. Now, now do I
Now
have to
you're
do
doing
the
a lot of
centering?
colons, and I'm going to tell you, you don't want to use colons.
Oh, okay.
And I
I'm just
probably
doing it
should
for
have
the-
corrected you
okay.
when you did it last time. Yeah, you're just going to put your teacher's
don't do
name,
that.
no
Okay.
colon, subject, no colon,
Okay,
title,
all right.
no colon.
Okay.
Yeah, you're
Yeah, I
too,
mean,
that's gonna be,
I
yeah.
wouldn't do that in paper. I was just doing that for the writing, the template, but okay, yeah, I don't need to do that. Okay.
Yeah, but if you put it in your template, because you remember the template is something you want to copy off of, and then you might miss thinking, oh yeah, I'm putting colons here, but you don't want to do colons. Now
Okay.
I'm going to tell you, if you do the format first, always, you're going to know you've done it. Because I guarantee you, you're going to type in title one of these times and your mom's going to say, come to dinner or whatever. And you're going to come back here and think you're done with your title because you'll probably forget your insert F. Format first, then type.
Yeah,
You
then I can
know
do
you can
Control
type the
E
word.
to center.
Yeah, and center, but always center first and then
Enter.
start typing. So when you hit enter, you immediately want to left align. I mean, you would never hit enter and start typing it and then do left align because your format will not come out correctly, especially when you need a tab once to indent. Okay.
Yep.
Enter.
Enter.
And what now?
Now I want to do left align, Control L.
Okay,
Aligned left.
excellent. And then what?
And tab.
Yep.
1.50 inches.
Beautiful.
Tab me
Nice.
over.
Okay, so which one do you want to say? I'm, this makes me a little nervous. Go ahead and actually let's close this one. Let's save the other one as your template because you already typed in tab one time for it. So
Okay.
go ahead and Control F4 out of here. Control F4 just closes just this piece of paper. And
Microsoft Word. Want to save your changes to document 2? If don't save button to act.
Nice.
Microsoft Word
Okay.
document. Document 1 word. Edit.
Now
I
want to save
do
this
want you to
file.
go up arrow on your subject and name, and I want you to get rid of that
October
colon.
2020.
Those
Subject.
make me very nervous.
Teacher's name. Simon with teachers name. Colon E. Colon space. Colon.
And down
Subject.
arrow, yeah.
Land. Colon. Land. Colon.
Okay,
12 October
instead of
2020. Title.
constantly moving
Land.
around, this
Land.
is where your Braille display comes in. When
E.
you know where you're at, you do not need to keep going left, right, left,
One
right.
time.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. What is our
Tab 1 time.
save as command?
It's the F12.
Excellent. And then properly name it.
F12. Save as dialog. File name. Edit combo. Simon Docs to set the
I
value.
want
Use
to
X.
save it to Word MLA formatting template. Is that good?
Yep. MLA format
E
template.
space MLA space FORMAT space TEMPLATE space.
Now I can check to see where that's going. Alt D.
Excellent.
Alt D. Address edit combo. Documents to set the
That's a good place because that's where I keep my stuff.
Yeah. We
Now I
need
can
to
do all-
work on creating folders and organizing you
Yeah.
a big time.
Now I can do all this from right
Yes.
here, right?
Yes.
Get
Yep.
out of here.
Alt S.
Nice.
Word law format template docs edit.
Okay, yeah, one of the teachers I'm going to give to you to organize your folder because you've got everything. And
Well, I keep a lot of things on my drive. That's why I just keep it on the drive. My flash
that is
drive.
good. But what you're going to want to do, especially when you get to college, well, we do this with our high school students also. In English class, you want to make an English folder and place all your English work in your
Yeah.
English folder.
Mhm.
History, same thing. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, really nice. Any
And
more questions?
on my Braille note, I have all folders and things like that.
Yeah,
So I
same
can do all
thing.
that.
That's what you want to do on your computer also.
Mhm.
Okay, were there any, oh, I know. We're going to practice some highlighting because you will have to highlight. Can you tell me what the command is for underline?
Control U.
And how about bold?
Control B.
And how about italicize?
Control I.
Good. Okay, so we're going to underline then. So see where your cursor is on your Braille display. So you know you Control Shift up arrow.
Title. Tab 1 time.
Okay.
You actually have to listen to my command. See how, do you see how your cursor is at the end of tab 1 time?
Yes.
So if you say, okay, I want to select that, then you Control Shift up arrow, which selects backwards.
Tab 1 time selected.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
So Alt H I, and I'm going to tell you, typically yellow is the go-to highlight, but you've got a gazillion options here because you might get a teacher that says highlight the adjectives, highlight, one color, highlight the verbs, another color, highlight the nouns, another color. So I'm going to show you all your options. So Alt H to home, I is your highlight color.
Upper ribbon, home I. Lower ribbon, font group, yellow button to move through the controls on this ribbon. Use tab or shift tab or use the arrow keys. Alt followed by H. Lower ribbon, font group, text highlight color split button to move through the controls on this ribbon. Use tab or shift tab or use the arrow keys. Alt followed.
Yeah, he's going to repeat. Rinse and repeat. Yeah, so that actually will make it really, really fast because typically yellow is the highlight. So you can see that's kind of the default. It's in the default place. So all you have to do is select, Alt-H-I, enter, that fast. But let's say your teacher wants many, many colors. Just right and left arrow and see all the different colors.
Blue button to move through the controls on this ribbon. Use tab or shift tab or use the arrow key. Pink button to move through the controls on this ribbon. Use tab or shift tab or use the arrow keys. All followed
Okay,
by
so
H5.
that's if I want to change my font.
The color, no, not your font color. This is highlight color. This is typically what you need to do. I will show you where your font color is in just a minute.
Okay, so what's the difference of highlight? I don't know if I do highlighting. I don't know if I know what that is.
Okay,
What is it?
excellent question. So all of our letters are, the default is black all the time. And you do need to be very aware of what colors are. So like if you go back right arrow one time to dark blue.
Blue button to move through the controls on this ribbon. Use tab or shift tab or use the arrow keys. All followed by
That's a
H5.
beautiful blue, but you would never want to use that with black font because you can't see it. They're both dark colors. Okay. So you do need to be very aware of it. But if you wanted a dark blue, that would be fine because you could turn the font white. Okay. Do you understand the difference between white and black?
I mean, I know different colors, but yeah.
Okay, so you know they're different colors. So white, let's see, and Jordana, jump in here if you can help me explain this, and Michaela, you also. White is light, okay? Black is dark like the night.
Okay.
Okay, so when you walk around in the daylight during the day, the sun is out, everything is very light, and it's all really easy to see, okay? So you have a white piece of paper and we have black font. So you have white piece of paper like the light of the day, and you have black font like the nighttime. Okay, so it's really easy.
So the font has to do with how big it is, and the highlight has to do with the color it is, kind of.
No, we're only talking colors. We are only talking colors here, nothing else, just color. So the piece of paper is white like the daylight, like day. Okay, and it's bright. I actually can't look at white very much. I'm very sensitive to light. It actually hurts my eyes. So what I've done to my monitors is I've muted the color because you can turn on night shift, which actually mutes everything and puts a light brown color to it because white actually hurts my eyes. A lot of visually impaired people have to wear sunglasses because light bothers their eyes. That's me also. I have to wear sunglasses all the time.
I want to say something because Simon, when you do a presentation and you're talking about PowerPoint, sighted people don't like the white glares. I don't know how you understand that. It's like they cannot really see really good, and they don't want to see it because their eyes just get tired of seeing something too white.
Yeah, it's harsh. It is really harsh.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sighted people.
Yeah, for sighted people. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And then people who are already having eye issues, it really hurts the eyes. White hurts my eyes. But Jordana is correct. For sighted people in general, you would never want to do a PowerPoint with black font and white. And that is always the default. And you're going to see that when we go to PowerPoint, it's going to say default on default, which is always black on white. So when we go to PowerPoint, you're going to change the background, you're going to make images in it. But white gets really tired. It really makes your eyes tired, and it's harsh.
Usually what you need is just to maybe like a light tan or light blue. I mean, something that is very light, but it's not totally white, because that way actually, if you want to get your people to sleep, just use a white with a black letters.
Yeah. And everybody will fall asleep on you. Yeah, just for the sake of their eyes are getting, and because their eyes get tired. They get tired of looking at it. So that's what you're kind of learning right now, is you're learning what colors actually work. And when we go to PowerPoint, we'll do the same thing. We'll go over what colors work really well, what sighted people are really, because you're always going to be creating for sighted people, because let's face it, blind people, 0.01%, not a whole lot, even though that's millions of people. You know, when you're talking we're approaching 4 billion people in the world. That's a whole, yeah. So you're always creating for sighted people. So white and black, but when you're right, MLA or APA papers, that's what they want. Okay, so white on black, we don't argue with them. So right now though, black is dark, dark blue is dark. So you never want to match. And this is, and now we're talking, so that's the paper. Now the black font that you've already written out, Simon Bonifant, Times New Roman, is a particular font style. Okay, now we're talking about the letters on your page that are black. It's a particular font style, and Times New Roman just happens to be the default of what teachers want when you write paper. But now you've already typed out that, so you have black on white. Hit escape twice out of your highlight. I want to see if Jaws will actually read this correctly.
Escape home tab to switch pages. Escape home tab to switch
Escape
pages.
again.
Control plus tab. Escape leaving menu bar. Edit.
Okay. Now, when you do the insert, you want to do the number 5 above your QWERTY keys. This will not work on your numpad. Do insert number
Black on
5.
white.
What did that say?
It said black on white.
Yeah, black on white. Okay, so it's actually telling you what's on your page right now. So that's another way that you can confirm what's on your page. I'm going to tell you based on the hardware. So this is for my teachers also. Jaws lies. So you have to know what you know. So, but if you know you're using black font, you need to be very careful with what you're highlighting. Okay, so
Denise, I want to say something else because I think there's a concept that probably it's not clear.
Okay.
Do you understand, Simon, what it means when somebody said highlighting something?
Yeah, I was going to explain that next.
Not
Oh.
exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
I know the concept of it, like you highlight something in a book to make it stand out, but I don't know what it comparably looks like.
Yeah, it's like you putting on a coat.
Okay.
Kind of a see-through coat. Yeah, so that's the next concept we're hitting. So to highlight, so right now you have tab one time. I want you to go ahead and insert tab. Let's hear where you're at.
Tab one time.
Oh, perfect. Select tab one time, please.
Title selected.
Oh, whoops.
Okay,
Tab one time.
be very careful. Control Shift. Yeah, just Control Shift, left arrow or up arrow.
One. Space.
Or,
Tab.
that's fine.
Tab selected. One selected. Time selected.
Okay, now Control right arrow selects one word at a time. If you were to Control Shift down arrow, that would have selected all of those in one fell swoop. Okay.
Yeah.
It's just for speed.
Right.
So right now, when you select, you literally have drawn the letters actually turn white because the highlight of your selecting turns black. Okay. So you have like a square of highlight color. It's kind of like you putting on a see-through coat. So you're covering yourself, but you can still see your body inside. Make sense?
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. So that's kind of what you're doing with the words. You're putting a square of color around them.
Yeah, I remember when I had to do highlighting in Braille books, like an actual Braille textbook, we'd have like Braille stickers.
Yeah.
that We'd use like highlighting on them.
Yeah. The stickers actually kind of covered them up.
Yeah.
That was the problem with stickers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what we often did is, back in the day, I would actually have them use crayons and they would underline or they would circle words so they could feel the crayon around the Braille also.
And
So-
I think what you said, Simon, is the right word. Is stand up. Just make it look,
Stand out.
make it separate from the rest of the words. That's what you're doing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because a sighted person is gonna be able to look at your page and they immediately are able to see what's there. It's like when I do the schedule, I highlight my kids because it's just a whole bunch of words on an Excel sheet, and it's eye strain to try to figure out where, even trying to move your cursor around. Why? So you can highlight it, you can make it stand out, and makes it really easy to see. Okay, so when a teacher's grading it and you want them to see this or whatever. So now when you do Alt HI and yellow, that's the reason why yellow is so ideal. Yellow is actually very calming if it's not too bright. There are bright yellows and that will make you want to go to sleep too. But it's very calming over a black and it stands out nicely. So on your own, what I want you to do is Alt HI and you're going to go up and down arrow and you're going to hear all the colors because there's many.
Alt H.
Mhm.
Upper ribbon, home tab to switch pages. Hide. Lower ribbon, font group, text highlight color split button to move through the controls on this ribbon. Use tab or shift tab or use the arrow keys. Alt followed by H5. Red button to move through the controls on this ribbon. Use tab or shift tab or use the arrow key.
Actually is okay. That's way too
Use tab or
dark.
shift tab or use the arrow keys. Alt
Okay.
followed by H. No
Anytime
color
there's a
button selected.
word, hold on.
Menu.
Anytime, hold
Upper
on.
ribbon, text highlight.
Anytime there's a word that says dark, you want to walk away from it if you're black. I want you to up arrow back to your yellow though.
Gray 50% button. Teal button to move through. Turquoise button to menu. Leaving menus. Stop highlighting unavailable to move through items.
No,
Press up or
that's
down arrow.
another
Alt followed by
person.
H5.
Yeah, and actually you're at the bottom of it. If you down arrow, it'll pop you back to the top.
Upper
Perfect.
ribbon, text highlight color group. Yellow button to move through the controls on this ribbon. Use tab or shift tab or use
That's
the arrow
what I
keys.
wanna
Alt
do.
So
followed
this
by
is
H5.
a 5x3 grid. Almost everything opens up in a grid. That means you have to go right, and then when it repeats the color, you go down arrow. So go right arrow until you hear yellow again.
Right green button to move through the controls on this ribbon.
That
Use tab or
works.
shift tab or use the turquoise button to move through.
That works.
Pink button to move.
That works.
Blue
That
button to
does
move through
not
the
work.
controls on this ribbon. Use tab or shift
Okay.
tab or use yellow button to
Okay,
move through the
yellow.
controls
Back
on
to
this ribbon.
yellow.
Use tab or shift tab or use the arrow
So when
keys.
I
Alt
do
followed by
MLA, I
H5.
want it to be yellow. That's what I want.
If there is now, when you do an MLA or AP paper, you don't use that unless when you're writing a paper, you want to emphasize something, then yes, that's what you would use. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because one of my teachers wants a different font color for the answers
Yeah.
on
There you go.
questions, like
Yeah.
on a
There you
worksheet.
go. Yep. And now you know, you just discovered green works, turquoise works, pink works. Okay. Down arrow.
Red button to move through the controls on this ribbon. Use tab or shift tab or use the
That
arrow key.
works.
Alt followed by H5.
Right arrow.
Dark blue button to move through the controls on this ribbon. Use tab or shift tab or use the arrow keys. Alt followed. Teal button to move through the controls on this ribbon.
Not
Use tab or
really.
shift tab or use green
Teal
button
is
to
too
move through the
dark.
controls on this
Does
ribbon.
not
Use tab
work
or shift tab
either.
or use violet button to move through the controls on
Doesn't
this ribbon.
work
Use tab or
either.
shift tab or red button to move through the controls on this ribbon. Use tab or
Red
shift tab or use the arrow keys. Alt followed by H5.
is the only one on that line that would work well. Okay. But
Yeah.
you had 4 options on that top line. Down arrow.
Dark red button to move through the controls on this ribbon.
Does
Use tab or
not
shift tab
work.
or use the arrow keys. Alt.
Right.
No color button selected. Gray 50%
No,
button to
no.
move through the controls on this ribbon. Use tab or shift tab or use the arrow
You need
keys.
to
Alt followed
go,
by H5.
remember, you were going, yeah, and then go right again. That's okay.
Gray
Right arrow.
25% button to move through the
That's
controls on this
okay
ribbon. Use tab or
also.
shift.
Right arrow.
Black button to move through the
That does
controls on this
not
ribbon.
work.
Use tab or shift. Dark red button to move through the
But
controls
let
on
me
this ribbon.
show
Dark
you
yellow button to
something.
move through the controls on this
Okay.
ribbon. Use tab or shift tab or use the arrow.
Because your teacher, you might have 6 paragraphs you have to do, and you're going to run out of color. So I'm going to show you a trick. So pick one of those dark colors. Up arrow once to that dark blue.
Dark blue button to move through the controls on this
Yes,
ribbon.
I
Use
love
tab
the
or shift
dark
tab
blue.
or use the arrow keys. Alt
So
followed
hit
by
enter
H5.
on that. Let's say, and
Leaving menu bar.
now,
Edit.
when you're selecting a paragraph, remember you get to the start of the paragraph and you control shift down arrow, which will select the whole paragraph for you. Do you know that?
Okay.
And it doesn't
Space
matter if
selected.
it's, well, you don't have a paragraph here.
Yeah, I
But
know.
I'm saying, even if it was 50 lines, if you're at the top of your paragraph and you do a control shift down arrow, it will select the whole paragraph. And this is what you do. So you turn it to a dark color. Now I want you to Alt H, back to your home.
Alt H. Upper
F
ribbon. Home tab to switch pages. Press
C
control plus.
for font
F.
color. C, FC.
Lower ribbon. Font group. Automatic button to move through the controls on this ribbon. Use tab or shift tab or use the arrow keys. Alt followed by HFC. Lower ribbon. Font group. Font color split button to move through the controls on this ribbon. Use tab or shift tab or use the arrow keys. Alt plus A.
This is, I think it's a 10 by 10 grid or something like that. Anyway, the grid is.
Now I got here somehow, but I tried to get into it. I couldn't get into the colors. I guess I font colors.
Well, let me show you how to do it. A is always automatic when you get totally lost. So I'm going to take you the proper way first, and then I'm going to show you another way, which takes you into this ginormous grid of options. I want you to up arrow, and you're going to listen to gradient.
Menu, leaving menus, gradient,
Up arrow
submenu, to move through items with more colors, alt,
Up arrow again.
leaving menus,
Stop.
font color, table, standard colors, purple button, navigate with left and right, up and down arrow keys.
Now, once again, you have a dark background, so you need to pick a light font color. Right arrow.
Dark red grid, 1 of 10.
Nope.
Red grid, 2 of 10.
Nope.
Orange grid, 3 of 10.
Orange
Yellow grid, 4 of 10.
and yellow. There's your yellow. So if you hit enter on that, you're now going to have
Edit.
yellow font, and that did not work.
Okay.
Up arrow. Oh, actually, it may have. Up arrow. Let me see.
Title.
Nope, it sure did not.
Tab one
Oh,
time.
wait. Yeah, that did not work at all. Well, that's hilarious.
Oh, it didn't change it at all?
No, but the font color. Oh, I bet if you start typing it, it's going to be font color. It might be the way you select it. Just type in high.
H. O.
Yep.
O.
Did a
I.
beautiful job. Your font color select. So something went wrong with the selection of that. Will you hit your home key? Let's reselect that. See why that font did not turn to yellow.
Home
But you're
tab.
typing it beautifully. Okay, route your cursor, just control right arrow or right arrow to the start of your tab
E.
one time. Okay,
Angle.
control shift right arrow, please.
Tab selected.
Oh,
1 selected.
it is. Your font is perfect now.
Oh,
to
no,
your-
it's good. Okay.
That's really weird. But no. Control end. I want to see if your highlight's still there. Something's amiss.
Tab 1 time I.
Nope, I don't try it. Yeah, so you have this beautiful, so you know what? That dark blue apparently has completely washed out your color. We're gonna do it through Control D. I think it's gonna be easier. Go back and select your Control Shift up arrow. We're just gonna go backwards.
Tab 1 time I selected.
Okay, ready? Control D.
Control D. Font dialog. Font page.
Font color is Alt C. This is
Font
kind
L
of my
combo times New Roman to set the value. Use the arrow keys or type the value. Alt F.
Alt C. Alt
Alt
C.
C. Okay.
Alt E. Font color. No color button to activate. Press space R.
This grid is identical to the one. And you could have done Alt HFC again. This is identical to this one, but my guess is that blue somehow has swallowed the yellow. When you're typing, it types out beautiful yellow, but we want to have it show up behind that dark blue. So down arrow to white.
Color picker table automatic button to move to an item. Press the arrow key.
Down arrow.
Theme colors. Blue accent 1 button. Blue accent 1.
So stop. Okay. When you down arrow twice, which you did, these are all your light colors. Now, if you up arrow, it's going to be a medium. So put all your medium colors up above, up arrow one time.
Theme colors. Blue accent 1 button to move to an item. Press the arrow keys.
Okay. These are all your medium colors. So if you were to go left to right, they are all medium moderate colors. So to get your light colors, down arrow one time.
Blue accent 1. Lighter 80% button to move to an item. Press the arrow keys.
Got it? Lighter 80%. So if you were to move left to right, these are your lightest color. If you go down one time, it's going to get darker.
Blue accent 1. Lighter 60% button to move to an item. Press the arrow keys.
It jumped 20%, so it's 20% darker. Down arrow.
Blue accent 1. Lighter 40% button to move to an item. Press the arrow keys.
That's darker. Down arrow.
Blue accent 1. Darker 25% button to move to an item. Press
That's
the arrow keys.
darker. Down arrow.
Blue accent 1. Darker 50% button to move to an item. Press
That's
the arrow keys.
really dark blue. So this whole column is dark blue. If you were to go to the right, go to the right.
Orange accent 2. Darker 50% button to move to an item.
That
Press
is
the arrow
the
keys.
darkest orange column. So if you go up arrow, it's going to start getting lighter. So go up until you hit
Orange accent 2. Darker 25% button to move to an item. Press the arrow key. Orange accent 2. Lighter 40%. Orange accent 2. Lighter 60% button to move to an item. Press the
Oh, it's
arrow
getting
keys.
lighter right there.
One more to 80%.
Orange accent 2. Lighter 80% button to move to an item. Press the arrow keys.
Okay, lighter percent. But we want to go to white, and white is in the medium colored row. Up arrow one time.
Theme colors. Orange accent 2 button to move to an item. Press the arrow keys.
And you'll notice it doesn't give you a percentage. So you know you're in the medium colors. So left arrow until you get to white.
Blue accent 1.
Keep
Blue
going.
gray text 2. Gray 25. Black text. White background. Green. White background 1.
Enter on white.
Font color background 1 button to activate. Press space bar.
Now you have, if you tab, you're going to hear 2 more combo boxes. So you always have to tab twice out of your combo boxes because if you hit enter on it.
Underline style combo
Keep
box.
going.
None. Not 6 of 18. Effects.
Yeah.
Strike through checkbox. Not checked.
And
Check press space bar.
now,
Okay.
because enter is the default to close a dialog box. So hit enter in your dialog box. Otherwise, you're going to have to tab like
Word
50
law format
times.
template. Docs word.
Perfect. Flawless. So my guess is that dark blue just swallowed up the yellow. Oh, that's right. There's yellow and blue. That's why. I remember that now. Okay. So if you go dark blue, dark black, dark orange, you're going to need to do white font. So here's what you don't know is, okay, Jordana, Michaela, do you remember the colors that make up blue? Yellow and what? Yellow and green? Is that right? I think yellow and green make up the color blue. And that's the reason why yellow didn't show up. So this is a
Okay.
whole, I know, whole other echelon.
Yeah, blue is my favorite color. I like
Yeah, so that's what's really funny about mixing colors. So I'm thinking, well, why did, because yellow is really light.
Denise, actually it's backwards. Yellow and blue makes green.
Oh, you're right. Yellow and blue makes green. So
Because blue, yellow, and red is primary colors.
Hey Siri, what colors make up blue?
Here's an answer from
This is
Wikipedia.org. Blue
great.
is the color of light between violet and green on the visible spectrum. Hues of blue include indigo and ultramarine,
Yes,
closer
yes,
to
yes.
violet, pure blue without any mixture of other.
Yeah, it's well, whatever the concept is, white's the
Yeah.
only color that's going to show up with your dark colors. So you can choose any dark color in the background, just choose white. And you could have done this with Alt HFC also. Okay.
Okay.
We
yeah.
just I just goofed by choosing yellow. But you're gonna have to down arrow is my point. You don't want to up arrow to your primary colors. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah, and it's beautiful. Beautiful. Insert 5. Insert number 5 and listen.
White on white.
See?
Yeah, now it's white on white. That's good.
Actually, make sure you're actually in the middle of tab one time.
Tab.
And just control right arrow until you hear 1.
Tab selected.
Oh no,
Oh,
don't
control-
select it. Don't
Tab.
do your shift.
1.
Right there. Now insert
Okay.
5.
White on navy.
White on
Oh.
navy. Woohoo!
Okay. Good.
Yeah, isn't that cool? Okay.
Yeah.
That is how you highlight. And then of course you know how to underline, italic, and bold. What else did you have to do in your paper?
Well, we had like citations. I'm trying to think.
Okay, that's a whole
Anything
other
there.
list of citations that are good. Oh, I'm going to quickly show you how you do a comment in here. Have you done, well, I'm not going to show you if you haven't had to do that yet. Do you have to make comments?
Well, I have not had to comment on somebody else, but I've had teachers comment on my papers, and I noticed that in JAWS 2020, JAWS will read out the comments, where in 2018 that I had, it did not read it.
Right, and we had to control
So-
shift apostrophe to pull up the comments. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Now,
you
is there
can
a way that I can actually see, like, the good thing about comments I know is that when you look at the comment, seeing it, you know exactly what word it's pointing to. But even when you read it, it doesn't tell you exactly where it's pointing to, what
Yeah.
word, what line. Is there
Yeah.
a way that I can actually
Yeah.
interact with that?
control
that
shift
information?
apostrophe. Control shift apostrophe.
Oh, okay.
And so, yeah, so it brings up all your comments and it will tell you where you're on your comment, and you can down arrow and you can just listen to it anytime you want to see exactly where it's at. You just hit enter on that exact comment and your cursor moves exactly to where he made the comment.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, very powerful. But you're correct. You need to make comments on other people. So let's say you're going to make a comment right here on this. So I want you to Alt R to your review, and you're going to C to comment.
Alt R. Upper ribbon, review tab, C, leaving menu bar, comment pane, edit.
Now, let me tell you what's occurring here. So hold on, let me turn that off. So when a comment, you put a comment on 1, there is a line that basically goes from 1. It highlights the word 1. And you know what that means now? It even looks more different than tab 1 time with outlined in blue. And then a box opens directly to the right. And it's going to say comment made by you, because this is your Word document. So you're the teacher now, and just write something in like, this needs to be 2.
I was trying to type in like
Yeah,
test,
just type it in. You're making a comment.
test.
Yes,
Okay.
this needs to be 2. Make a comment. This needs to be 2, because you're going to change it.
E-S-P-A-C-E-D-S-T-O, space, E, space,
B2.
Yeah.
space.
Okay.
Okay.
Hit escape and get out of your comment.
Escape.
Beautiful. Now up arrow.
Title. Tab,
Yeah, I
add
want you
comment,
to
1 time
control
5.
shift apostrophe.
Please wait processing 1 items. Reviewers comments dialog. List 1 list view. Test this needs to be 2 Simon Benedved Mon. Doc 12, 20, 1
Okay.
1. To move the items, use the arrow keys.
Well,
Oh,
if this is a paper with 50 comments and your paper is 5 pages long, you want to be able to jump right to it, right?
Yep.
Hit enter and you'll jump right to it.
And out of commented text, edit.
You'll notice O-N-E and your cursor is directly to the right of 1. Control backspace 1 time and type the word 2.
1.
Control backspace. Control backspace. 1
One time.
time erases the word 1. Yeah, you just erased the poor T. Control Z, undo. Control Z.
Nothing selected.
Control Z. Control Z to undo.
Nothing selected.
Uh-oh.
Undo.
Oh, whoops.
Okay, that's okay. Go ahead. and hit
Did it work now? Oh, no, it didn't work.
Undo.
Okay, there.
Oh,
Now,
there we go. I
now
didn't even put it on my display.
control backspace will erase 1 word at a time.
1.
No. Hit your space bar.
Space.
Now, sit on the left hand control.
Yep.
Find your backspace.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, now hit backspace
Space.
and backspace again.
E selected. Ed.
No, something's going wrong. Are you holding your shift down?
No,
Are you sure?
nothing.
Are you positive?
Yeah, my hand's not even on, my other hand's not even on the keyboard. Backspace.
Oh, are you on your brother's play?
No, I'm just doing it. No. Like my one hand's on the backspace and the other hand just not on the keyboard at all.
Well,
I don't know
what's
why it's not
holding
working.
down your control? You need to be, a hand needs to be
Oh,
sitting.
I thought you said just backspace one time, not control this time.
No.
Oh,
You have
oh,
to sit on your control key.
oh, okay.
I know, I'm thinking, am I crazy? Why is it? You were doing this perfectly just a while ago. Yeah. No, you have to sit on your control
Oh,
key.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
because things are
Control-
selecting now.
Okay, control backspace right now.
I think you need to control Z and undo what you just did.
Selection to clipboard.
Oh no.
Oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Hold on.
Control backspace when, oh yeah, you erased your comment and everything. Okay, but you did it this time. Perfect. Now
Okay.
type the word to, TWO,
T double O.
and space.
Space.
Yeah, and now you have tab to I'm.
Oh.
That's okay,
Yeah,
but you got it. Yeah, beautiful. And what you can do, you actually erased the comment in there, but if you needed to accept it, you'd actually do Alt R and A, and then that comment would actually go away also.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is how you do comments. Okay, we did not have time for PowerPoint today, so someone needs to hit
I will
that
do it again.
review. Yeah, really nice job. So you got a boatload of formatting, and we will hit this again as you need it. So as soon as work comes up, if we can start that with you, that is the way to go. So next time, PowerPoint. Have you
Yep.
started that in your group yet?
Yeah, that's done.
Oh, okay, so we just need to show you how to do it. Great. Okay,
Yeah.
any questions?
No, that's it. Thank you very
Okay.
much. And for the folks listening, thank you for listening. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you found it informative.
Okay, you want to Alt F4, do not save this because we butchered your beautiful Word MLA format template.
Oh, I don't want to save a template for myself.
You do, but you already saved it.
Oh,
Alt F4.
right.
Microsoft Word.
Yeah,
Font
and
save as equals to
don't
Word.
resave it with a mistake.
Don't save.
Don't save
Alt
button
N.
to activate mistake.
Yeah.
Don't save
Alt
button to
N,
activate.
just Alt N. Excellent. Okay, nice
Zoom.
job.
Meeting
We'll
window.
talk
More
to you
button. New contact info
later.
by click. Task
Yeah.
switching. JAWS
Thanks.
professional. Meeting controls.
Bye.